Your daily hour with me.
Go again. Okay. So this is the hour of talking with me. I'm Kenny.
And I'm Carson.
So we're gonna talk for a whole hour. I'm not sure what we're gonna talk about yet, though. But I've decided that I think I want to do this like every day. I'm just gonna sit down for an hour and talk, and I think it's gonna be harder than it seems, because right now it's been about 30 seconds. So I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. We have to play some games, some talking games or something.
Talking games. I'm just here drinking a beer right now.
Yeah, we're just sitting around. I got my mixer rigged up, and we're just talking into some headphones. I got the ocean in the background, and I don't know. It's been about 1 minute now.
We're gonna be here for an entire hour, so stay with us.
You know, like an hour is a long time to just talk every day. I'm gonna try to talk every day for an entire hour. Maybe I don't know. I still maybe we should make some phone calls. Maybe I should get some paper, and then we could do prank phone calls. We could do
normal phone calls.
We could do just regular phone calls. Yeah, we're on the air right now. Listeners, this is out to you. Yeah, we're going right up to you, the listeners.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you guys want to call us, you can call us, and I don't know. We'll give you that number. It's on your screen right there. Just read the number, and there's the number. So this is a talk show. This is the talk show. It's called 1 hour every day with me. And what happens is I talk for an entire hour, and you guys listen to it. And it happens every day, once a day. And you guys you can go on the website here. You've already downloaded this from the website, and that's why you're listening to it. And so you guys know the drill there. You just go to the website, and you download the thing, and then you can listen to me talk for an hour every day. So this is minute 4 of 1 hour daily with me, and the topic of the day is this show. The show that I'm talking about is the topic itself, and it's kind of like a circular topic in that way. So yeah. So
sorry, I was stretching out the headphones. I did not mean to do that.
So we have some headphones, and we're just talking right into the headphones here. So I mean, they're kind of stretching them out. We might be, this is just for you guys though. So I don't know. It's been 4 minutes now. So if it's been 4 minutes, I mean, but maybe 5 minutes now. So 5 minutes, 60 minutes. That's like 10, 12 times. So we're 1/12 of the way through the program here, and we have another full 12 segments to go. I guess we can, yeah.
We could talk about how dirty Jadon's shirt is.
How dirty is that? So
It's got holes in it. Oh.
So if you wanna,
it's not a shirt.
I got my phone here. I guess I'm gonna call somebody. Call a potential listener, probably.
Sounds like a good idea.
Call Reese.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't think you can hear it in the phone really. It's not really picking up on here.
Maybe.
Oh, there's a speakerphone? Here it is. So we're calling Reese.
Hello?
Hey Reese.
You're on the air.
You're on the air. You're on the air. We're calling you on the radio show. You're on the air.
I know, I heard that part.
Say something to your fans.
What are we going to talk about? I don't have any fans. Is this actually, how would anyone listen to this? Like on the internet?
They've already downloaded it.
Yeah, you're on there.
They're listening to it right now on the internet.
I bet nobody's is listening to this at all.
Well, it's the future though. They're not listening to it now. This is the future.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're listening to it. That's why I called you first, I think. But to everybody else out there, if you want, I'll call you. You just tell me. But right now, I think Reese is going to listen to it. Maybe he's the only listener. But if you want to be a listener, this is a participatory project. This happens every day, so I call people, right, Reese?
Yeah.
We
And
got,
you can just call in. Just call in. I just hold the phone up to the microphone.
yeah, we got an hour to fill.
We have a whole hour, Reese. This is only we're on about minute 8. I think we're doing pretty good.
Holy shit.
Reese,
Huh?
SDC, man. No, not really. We're on the internet.
Oh, no.
Shit.
This is not FCC. This is like pirate
This
radio.
is pirate. This is some pirate shit, dude. You guys, if
Shit, bro.
I know, we're commandeering
Why
your
would anyone
time.
want to listen to this?
this is a talk show. Have you ever heard talk shows?
Yeah. Well, what do we talk about? You have to, like, you can engage me with questions.
Alright, Reese, what's your favorite beer?
That's a stupid question. Reese can't even hear you.
I know.
The question is the news. Reese, what's in the news?
What's in the news? What is in the news? Wait, who is with you?
It's Carson.
What?
Anybody who's in this house, the Carson is today, and I can get guests, special guests.
Special guest? Guys, what's in the... Here, wait. Talk to Davey for a second.
Oh, Davey?
Yeah, on the-
Davey, this is a talk show program, Davey. So we're talking to Davey. I think what we've done is called like a house. 'Cause I bet, Davey, you're hanging out over there at that house, right? So we've probably called and
What?
like we've tapped into a good like 5 or 6 talkers, right, Davey?
You guys,
You don't.
on the radio right now?
Yo, you're on the radio. You're on the air right now, right, Davey? We're here live.
Well,
This is 1 hour daily with me and you now, Davey, on the radio phone here.
cool.
So
And ocean noises.
ocean noises too. So Davey, what
I got some cheddar. I'm eating some cheddar.
kind of cheddar?
We're gonna have hash browns. It's yellow cheddar. It's probably mild or medium cheddar. Nice and soft. Pretty soft.
That's good. Food is good sometimes. What have you what is your diet, Davey? What do you eat on a daily basis, and where do you buy this?
On days that I'm feeling lazy, I go to the co-op because it's close. I usually get soy milk. Sometimes I get bran flakes, or I'll just buy one of the sandwiches for like $5 tofu, barbecue, tofu like tempeh style
Barbecue tempeh.
food sandwiches.
So Davey, I think we're on we've gone like 15 minutes now. This is 15 minutes into 1 hour with me, and it's going pretty good, I think. Like we filled 15 minutes. That's 1/4.
It sounds like it's going good. You sound great.
This is what's
Yeah.
going on. This is we're 1/4 of the way into the show.
1/4.
Yeah. So Davey, what have you? How about that? The news. Is that something you're supposed to talk about? We should call some. Or you're in the room. You're.
Well, Janon was part of a news interview recently about
You're cutting out,
the
Kenny.
states.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Bye, Davey. We'll hang up on now. Okay.
All right.
Say
Yeah.
bye to listeners, though.
Next time you want to talk on the radio, give me a call.
Say bye to the listeners.
What's that?
Talk to the listeners, Davey. Send a message to the listeners.
They need
Let's see. If anybody wants to hire me for a job, I'm looking for a job.
All right. Message board.
Then you guys can. I'll bring by my resume, and you should give me a job.
All right. Okay. Bye, bye, Davey. So that was Davey on the radio. We're filling up an hour of time here. We're on minute 25 of an hour. This is gonna happen every day.
All right, now Janon, while we were up in Seattle, she got interviewed by Channel 9 News,
Gotta talk right.
and she
Yeah.
while she was buying liquor at the liquor store, and apparently there's a new motion in progress to privatize the liquor industry in the state. How do you feel about that, Kenny?
I don't know. I really don't know anything about that. That sounds like about not kind of too much of an interesting news thing. Really. But you know, like, everybody likes liquor. I mean, I guess I don't have a way to like for anybody to call me live, but we should make more phone calls.
Yeah.
Talk
yeah,
about news. I've been playing.
While you dial the number, Janon, do you want to talk about your experience with the news crew?
Oh yeah, talk about the news crew.
Yeah, well, it was pretty funny because I was in the process of going into the liquor store to buy liquor for my 19-year-old boyfriend and they stopped me and asked me about this new initiative that apparently is going to make it so that stores can sell liquor, like Safeway or whatever. And they asked me like what I thought about this because they said it could make it potentially like easier for minors to get liquor. And I just said I think that would be great because like liquor stores aren't open all the time, like on holidays and Sundays and stuff. And sometimes at 2 in the morning you really need vodka. So yeah, and then they asked me about like, well, what about minors and stuff, and I said I just didn't really care because minors are going to get alcohol anyway, which was funny because that's what was happening. Anyway.
Oh. Hello? Hello?
Is it on speaker?
I think it's on speaker, but I think something went wrong. Something went wrong with the phone. It didn't work. So we're what? Still, we got 10.
It looks like yeah, it's 25. Maybe.
So if you wanna listen to this hour of talking with me, this is 1 hour with me on the radio, on the internet there. So we're gonna listen in. You make some calls. Then we're just on the internet radio. This is day one. Day one. I think I'm gonna have to start writing lists of things to do. I think I'm gonna try to get. Maybe I need to get some better equipment right now because right now we're talking to the headphones and it's kind of weird. I'm gonna try to get some better phone patching going. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe they can hear on the phone better. Maybe. Right now it's just like a tape and a mixer. I gotta put it on the tape. I guess we can.
We have toilet paper.
We got toilet paper in the room. That's entertaining, I guess, for the radio.
Right.
This is when it starts getting interesting and talking because I've already been talking for like 20 minutes and I didn't even know what I was going to say this far. And like, I guess once I'm getting farther and farther into it, I'll have less and less to even just talk about. And this is going to have to go on forever. And like tomorrow, I got to do the whole thing over again. I don't know. I'm doing this because I've been listening to like other talk shows on the radio and stuff, and it seems like they just talk for a long time, and it's not, it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but you're just like, hey, it's talk radio, and they want to talk on the radio, get us to get on the thing. It's like so. It's like that. It's like the other people on the radio. I'm just kind of following in the tradition of talk radio.
By talking on the radio.
Yeah, it's like I kind of like I was talking to somebody else. I was like, "Hey, you want to be on my talk show?" And they said, "That's not a real talk show." And I said, "But it is a real talk show. I mean, we're talking, right?
It's a show.
It's a show. It's a
Well,
show.
we're talking.
Huh? Hello? No, what? Are you call? Oh, is it Sophie? Oh, it's Sophie?
Put it on speaker.
Yeah, speakerphone. Oh. Oh, hello? Sophie? Uh-oh. Did we lose her? Did we lose her? Sophie is calling me back because I called her and then it didn't come through. And now we're having problems again. The technology is not working out for us, I guess. Oh, I actually hung up on her. Well, I'm sure we're going to get her back. My phone is off the hook. My phone is off the hook. Wait, what happened?
It is very cool because it is
My
off the
phone
hook.
is off the hook. Like, people are calling me up in here. So we're gonna try to talk to Sophie again now. We're gonna try to get a hold of her there, and then she'll be the next phone guest on 1 hour with me on the radio. So like I was saying, this is a real talk show because people talk on the show, and like.
Yeah.
No, you can't talk. Somebody's trying to respond to me off the air. But you got to get in the studio if you want to talk. You want to say something to me. But it's a real talk show because it's a show
Where
I talk. It goes on. This is meant for entertainment. This is
People will watch this for fun.
This is just for fun. Like this is not for political movements or
left-wing radicals.
left-wing radicals, money or something. No, this is fun. This is just plain good-hearted, down-home fun. So I guess we've lost Sophie on the phone. So we tried to call her, and then we called on one line. She tried to call back on the other line. Then we hung up on her, and then we tried to call her back again, but we got a voicemail message. So we're still like trying to get Sophie on the phone. It's pretty much the most important thing we have to do on the show right now.
Just call people.
So I mean, we're just calling people and then being like, hey, you want to talk on the radio? And they're like, okay. And then they say stuff, and you know, they're usually probably going to be doing nothing. Like I just called Davey, and Davey, I mean, if you guys were listening to this, which you probably were like 10 minutes ago, I was just going to do a recap of the show so far. So I think we spent the first 5 minutes of the show kind of getting into the rhythm of the show, like trying to figure out maybe.
It's the first show, so we gotta.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. So that's what we did for the first, like, let's say 5 minutes of the show, and then we talked. I think, yeah, that's what I've been doing. So I called, and then I talked about the time of the show, and then we made a phone call, and we called Reese originally, and Reese, you know, he's gonna be on the radio now. He was our first guest ever. Congratulations, first guest ever. I guess Carson is the first co-host ever. I think I'm going to try to do it every time, but I might not have to, not necessarily, but maybe I'm going to get different co-hosts or guests or something. And so that, and then we talked to Reese, and then Reese was hanging out with Davey wherever he was with his cellular phone, because he could have been anywhere, you know, with the cell phones these days. So he gave us on to Davey, and Davey was making a sandwich. He said he was making some kind of cheese sandwich, and I think he said that it was yellow cheese and it was soft cheese. And then we tried to ask him about the news and stuff, and then we tried to talk about the news, but I guess really, who cares about the news? I don't really care that much. I just think that's like a thing to talk about, I guess, right? But nobody really likes the news, but yeah, it's a thing to talk about. But so we tried to talk about the news, and that wasn't too fun. And then we tried to call Sophie. Sophie didn't answer her phone, but then she tried to call back, but it didn't work out. And then we called her, and then and now I'm recapping the show. So we're almost halfway into the show now. We're like 2 minutes to a whole half hour, and then after that we have another half of the show after that. We can plug your we have a media device here. We can put some
I'm gonna look up some news.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, well, I mean, they could call it, but we're not actually live today. This is going to be a pre-recorded taping. But we are live, in a sense, as I'm not going to edit this, or, you know, it's just going to be dumped right onto the internet. So we're actually talking to the future a little bit, but it's basically going to be like a live show. I don't really know how to do a live show from the internet, and if I could figure that out, maybe somebody could tell me how to do that. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I don't know. I'm thinking about making a time, like a time of the show, so people just know that I'm doing the show, and then you can just call into it. You can say anything you want. I mean, we have millions of listeners, like all around the world.
It probably won't be censored, because it's the internet.
Yeah, it's uncensored. This is real. Like, it's huge, though. I mean, have you guys heard of this thing? This thing is blowing up. I'm getting, like, fan mail from all around the world. And
it hasn't even posted
you know, it's interesting. Like, I'm surprised about how many fans I've had from places I haven't even heard about, you know? Like, I just got this mail, and it was, like, from like Zanzibar, like Luxembourg or something, you know? And they're just like, oh, I love your show. And I'm like, thank you, Luxembourg. Like, I don't even know them, but it's an international sensation. So you guys get in on it. Tell your friends. Just log on, download the program. It's gonna be 1 hour with me, and it's every day. I record it every day.
Funny, I didn't know you could have an accent in mail.
You can. It's pretty impressive, and when it happens, and it's really amazing. It's like a sixth sense kind of thing. So we're half an hour into the program now, a little bit over half an hour, and that's half of the program. If you have been listening in, I've been doing these fractions of how much time we have, and so right now we're we're halfway through. Remember the first one I said we're 12th of the way through? I feel like it's speeding through. An hour's not even going to be that long.
Not at all.
But every day though, every day for an hour.
It might get taxing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Did you find any news on the device there?
Oh, yeah, I did.
It's a good thing that we have this ocean noise.
Yeah.
Seeing the ocean noise in the back there, then it'll never, I mean, it's soothing. This is maybe, like, when I like listen to talk radio and I'm going around, maybe this could be a internet cast, like a radio cast, download every day. It's a legitimate radio source, you know? Like, you know all those people that are on the regular news? Like, why is everybody listening to them when we have this media source now, you know? So we can just, like, if you just want to say an hour, I mean, also, I'm tired of all other stuff, you know? I don't want to do that, the other electronic media stuff, man. This is the new thing. You're going to record an hour every day. In a radio show, I'm going to get on the radio, too. So if all you guys out there in the programming land, you know, put this on the airwaves. This is going to be the airwave show. This has millions of listeners. Join in. Download every day. Just come to this website. It's right here. It's going to be on kenrickward.co.cc, you know, /talkshow.html. This is the real deal. 1 hour every day. So what happens in this hour is that I turn on the tape here, or the thing, and I start talking, and then I have a whole hour, and I fill up the whole hour with talking. And it's a show. It's like a program. And then sometimes I call people, and I guess it hasn't worked out. I'm going to go back to calling Sophie. I think that's a good, it's a good like phone thing. Yeah, we got the news guy here. We're having takes him some while to get some news here.
All right, what kind of news do you want, Kenny? You want like politics, like science?
Let's do some celebrity news. I think that's really
celebrity news. Okay. Arts and life.
Oh, so he's looking up the celebrity news, and I don't even know what happened recently in celebrity culture. I guess we're going to find out. Oh, we're getting into the new season of TV here. Hello? Oh, we got Sophie on the phone. Hey, Sophie, this is the radio.
I'm on the radio. Hold on, Meg wants to be on the radio too. I want to be on the radio.
This is the new radio show. This is 1 hour with me, and we talk for an hour.
What do you talk about?
Right now we're about half an hour into the show, and we've been talking about like the future programming of the show. We've been calling other people. We already had a recap about the rest of the show. Like once I was half an hour in, I decided to talk about what has happened in the past in the show already.
Yeah.
Right now we're looking at the news, and we're going to talk about the news. And so we're just calling people like randomly, and you know, I like the last people we called, they were just doing nothing. Like they were sitting in their homes doing nothing. It was not super interesting. It's Americana. What are you doing right now?
I'm sitting at Vita with Meg and Alexa.
Oh, you're in downtown Olympia. Coffee establishment.
I'm, yeah, beautiful downtown Olympia.
See, this is what happens when you call from your cell phone. They can be anywhere. You call them and you're like, oh, you're in a spot. So it's kind of like we're calling downtown right now. You understand, Sophie? Oh, maybe we've lost them. We've lost our caller. Yeah, we have lost the caller. But see, we called downtown, and they were in this coffee shop there downtown, and well, I guess we successfully called them. So I tried like 4 or 5 times to find some news.
Yeah, I found some news. What coffee shop were they in?
They're at Cafe Vita.
Oh, cool. I've been there before. Apparently, I've been reading this thing. Sarah Palin told Karl Rove to go back home to Iowa. She seems to be, you know, dissing on Republican leaders, which is weird. I think she's trying to gain support from the Tea Party.
She's doing that Tea Party thing, yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to branch off into a new thing. You know, it's like the Tea Party. Maybe it's like the Boston Tea Party. Does that have something to do with that?
Yeah. They want less government control, less you know, taxes and stuff, but it's still with family values.
That's so exciting.
It's kind of like the Republican Party, but like they don't want to have to deal with that whole. They're more libertarian than the Republican Party, but they're also more conservative than the Republican Party. It's just kind of like a
Sarah Palin.
Yeah, and she seems to be.
Yeah, I thought that Sarah Palin was going to become a talk show person as well. Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe with the, I mean, with this powerful show, soon we're going to be calling people like Sarah Palin. You know, we're talking around the news right now, but like, we're going to start like getting the momentum going on the show, getting all these people. Once we start getting some listeners in some influential places, people will be on the show, and we'll get some, you know, some high-ranking politicians on the show, and we'll call them. Or if anybody knows their phone number, you could just, you know, message me there on the internet and give me a phone number of Sarah Palin, and we'll call them on the show, and we'll ask them in-depth, like, questions about morality and values of today's modern culture. Are you guys excited for that on the radio there?
I think they are, Kenny.
So if you guys are on the radio, you can just send me a message, and we'll do a section of of comments. Of internet comments, and I will answer all your queries. I will answer your queries. You send me questions on the internet, and then I'll have a big list of them, and I will answer them, because it'll give me more to talk about. Because right now we are 32 minutes into the 60-minute program, about halfway. Like I was saying before, as the program moves forward, we will have less and less to talk about, because I don't really have anything to talk about to begin with, but I just have to talk for the entire hour, and this is the exercise. It happens every day, and everybody listens. So millions of people listen to this conversation every day. It's 1 hour with me, and we talk for an hour. It's a long time.
Quite exciting.
It's a long time, but it's also quite short. That's kind of, time feels like it's a relative kind of thing, you know. So we're 32 minutes into the program. We've called 2 people, had several guests. I think we had Meg there on the radio, and Sophie, and Reese was there, and Janan is here in the studio, and we're here with Carson and me. I'm Rick on the radio. 1 hour with Rick on the radio. That's me. We have this ocean noise thing. We can play some. We can play like tunes too. I mean, we can plug in a thing if we want to. Maybe just do a thing, and we could be like, oh, we could maybe play some. I don't know. I think this is the first episode. It's gonna get better, like technically better.
Speaking of news, I'm reading this thing. Apparently, you know, I-5 is undergoing some construction. I think they're making skylines for flying cars, and I think they're going to add a lane for a conveyor belt to take pedestrians up and down.
Flying cars? That's crazy. Wait.
I mean, they're just planning for the future. I mean, it's been under construction for, you know, several decades now, and so they're just
flying cars though.
Yeah, like cars that,
like cars are gonna fly. Wait.
I mean, they're gonna make it so it doesn't interfere with already existing air traffic with airplanes. But I mean, once we have flying cars, we won't need planes. So they're just adding some floating buoys up there to mark the lanes, and then they've got this high-speed conveyor belt to so you don't even have to use a flying car. It's just gonna take you there. You just sit down in a little chair, and it goes on the belt.
It's the future.
Yeah.
So we're living in the future. Yeah, we're living in the future, but this is a radio show, you know. Like, we could do like a tweet. We could do Twitter, or any of that stuff. But this is the medium of radio talk show. So this is an international, worldwide publication. This show is publicized worldwide, internationally, and it's also available for calling. I guess I'll put my phone number is there. It's on the webpage that you have downloaded this from, and there's my phone number, and there's the information, and it also has the time. This is in I think Pacific. What time zone are we in right now?
We're Pacific.
Pacific. I think Pacific Standard. Pacific Mountain. I don't know. We're like West Coast time there, and then so tomorrow I'm gonna have the phone. I'm gonna put my phone number there, and also what time you can listen, and you can call me. But I'm just like the first episode. But there's so many people out there. They're trying to call and fill up the line. So call quick, because lines will be full, and we will only be accepting calls from the first caller. So first call, first come, or first come, first serve. Even if you're if you get lucky though, maybe you can just get in. So just keep calling.
Even if you don't have any shoes on.
Yeah, you don't need shoes to call a program. In fact, we can't even see your shoes. Like, if you're not wearing shoes, the only way we will even know is if you say it. So just don't say that, and everybody will think you're a shoe-wearing person.
Maybe we should call Andy and Chelsea.
Oh yeah, sure, we can call them. Yeah, we're calling these people. Maybe we can catch up with them and see like, oh, what's going on. So wait. Oh, where are we? I think we started there. We're about 35 minutes into the program. This is the first day of an hour with me every day. This is my talk show. So what I do is I press record, and then I talk for an hour, and I call people, or I have guests, or I just do whatever, and then you get on the radio.
Hey, you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah, good. Cool. Well,
You're on Kenny's
I
radio
became
show.
a carny in Delaware.
Yeah,
You
how's
can
that?
you're interested in that.
This is our correspondent.
So how's Delaware? Or where you're in Oklahoma City?
Pardon?
I said you're in Oklahoma
I can't
City?
hear very well because I'm under a freeway overpass.
Oh, you're under a freeway overpass. That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, I can't hear anything. Yeah.
Well, we can hear you just fine.
What?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, but he can't hear me at all.
Hey, Carson, well, I'll talk to you later because I can't hear anything.
Okay, call me back so you can be on the radio.
Yeah, later be on the radio. So that was Andy. He's on a trip. There's a big trip. It's happening, and so we're just calling people. We're just putting the phones up to the mics, saying hi. It's just kind of a mundane thing, you know. This is not about being spectacular or maybe even insightful. This is about Americana. This is what happens. This is what people do. This is real. This is what real people do, and we call them, and we're like, what are you actually doing right now? Because they have cellular phones. They can be anywhere. We call them, and they're doing an activity. They're sitting in their homes. They're sitting in their coffee shops. They're traveling under freeway passes as we call them, and then we call them, and they're moving. They could be moving. This is the future we live in now, and we could probably, I mean, you want to call somebody random?
Well,
Do you want to, we can just dial a number, tell them they're on the radio?
yeah. Why don't we do that?
I
think that phone works better because it
okay,
takes
well, let's look up, we're gonna go on the internet here, and we're gonna download, or we're gonna go on the internet, we're gonna find somebody's phone number in, like, let's call somebody in Pennsylvania. We're gonna call somebody in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna find their names. We're gonna call, let's call somebody named Jim. We're gonna call Jim Smith. Jim Smith of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Is it where Pittsburgh is, Pennsylvania? Yeah, Carson?
Yeah, Pittsburgh is definitely in Pennsylvania.
So Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we're gonna call Jim Smith in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then we're gonna call them and we're gonna say, "Hello, Jim. Hello. We're on the radio." Well, I haven't called him yet. This is what's gonna happen in a little bit here. And then he'll be like, "Are you guys on the beach?" And we'll be like, "Yes." You hear the ocean noise?
Looks like the area code for Pennsylvania is 412.
So go to the Dex knows there. Or 412.
412, and then
So find a phone number find somebody named Jim.
okay, what website do I go to find
Dex
people?
knows.
Dex.
This is the website. This is a plug for websites, I guess. I mean, this is the internet TV show or radio show or whatever. So we have the computers going, and we're an hour 4 or minute 40 of the show now. It's actually more than halfway over. We only have 20 minutes to go of the show, and then that's all it is. Most talk shows are a lot longer than this, but I really do feel like I think we're I'm filling up time. I'm talking the whole time. It's gonna be on this tape here, and we're gonna fill it up. I think I'm gonna turn it up. It's gonna be.
It's pretty funny. I tried to type in Dex nose, but my phone corrected it to sex nose.
Sex nose, like your nose.
Yeah.
Like sex nose.
Let's see, people.
So we're calling a random person now. Like I've been calling my friend.
We're going
now,
Jim.
We're going to call Jim.
Last name?
Smith. Jim Smith.
Good.
Jim Smith from Pittsburgh. Let's see if I bet there will be one, and we're going to call him in Pittsburgh. We're just going to say, "Hey, Jim Smith, you're on the radio right now." And then he's gonna, like, it's not a prank. It's not a prank, you know. We're not prank calling this guy. We're just gonna call him. We're gonna try to have a conversation with him. We're gonna say, if he's on the cell phone, we're just gonna say, "Hi, Jim." Or maybe you think these people have cell phones, like if they're on the box there or whatever. But we're gonna call them, and we're just gonna talk to them, see like what he does for, like, you know, if he has a wife. We're gonna see and say, "So Jim, how's the wife? How are his husband?" This is the future we live in now. We live in the future, and we can call people in Pittsburgh.
All right.
Call people by name. We're looking it up. We're looking up Jim Smith. Jim Smith, we're finding you, and we're going to call you, and you're going to be the first mystery guest of 1 hour with me. This is the future guest. Things are going on in the house. So we're gonna try to call Jim Smith, and he's gonna be in Pittsburgh. So we're about 45 minutes into this program. We've got about 15 minutes left, and I think this first program is going good for what it is. And
I don't seem to understand what's going on here. We've got a lot of James Smiths.
Let's call James Smith. That counts as James Smith.
All right. We got 412.
Okay, we're gonna don't announce his phone number on the radio there.
Right, good idea. Wait, that's just the area code.
Okay, I'm calling. Yeah, that's just the area code. So I'm calling James Smith. He lives on oh, I guess I shouldn't say his address either, but here we call him. We're gonna call this guy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jim Smith.
Jim Smith.
Here comes James Smith. Oh, maybe we'll get his voicemail. That'd be pretty weird too, though, right?
Yeah. Tell him that he's on our radio show.
Yeah.
You have reached 41288.
Oh, wait, wait, you're supposed to do the thing.
Mailbox is full. Please try again later.
Oh, that was we've reached a full voicemail box. Well, that's still pretty entertaining, though. I mean, that was kind of disappointing for the first call ever, but...
Well, let's go to
let's call somebody else now.
Oh, here's a married James Smith.
Okay, we're going to call James... Somebody else, yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. So I'm preparing to call them. And this is the radio show. This is what we do on the radio show. We call America, and we see what happens in real life. Like, in reality, this is what we do in life. So
where's that?
We're calling James Smith. Hopefully somebody will answer the phone. Maybe it's like a weird time over there. What time is it right now? Even right now it's like 4.
Should be like 7 over there.
7. We're calling them during dinner time. Hello, James. Not to mistake your dinner time.
412-939.
Oh. Everyone put the number.
The beep. And thanks for calling.
So, hey, Jim and Margaret. This is 1 hour every day with me. And we're calling you and leaving a message on your phone. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That was them, and we left a message. You can check out the radio show if you want at any time. So that's their show, and I told them to check out the radio show, and That was James there, and we called the phone, and I think, hopefully, maybe the number might have gotten onto the tape, but whatever. People call them. Maybe we should just give out numbers just to try to, like, be like, hey, let's call the people as much as we can, and then they'll call me back, and they'll try to be like, why are you harassing me? And then I'll be like, oh, and then that'll give me something to talk about. I mean, dude, what do you guys think? You guys can leave some comments there. Should I be just harassing people for entertainment? I don't know. That doesn't seem like a very fun show.
That also doesn't seem very legal either. I mean,
yeah, it's not legal. But then we would blow up. We would get sued. They'd be like, I'm suing this internet radio show.
It might be a good gimmick, and it might get us lots of fans, but it also might end in legal trouble.
So, what do you guys think? Down there in the comments, legal troubles? I don't know, but you can just post. Why aren't people just like putting phone numbers everywhere, being like, hey, like YouTube or whatever, you know? Just like we just like put the phone number on there and be like, I'll call this person and call them a lot, you know? Like, wouldn't that work? And like put it on thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
They got bots for that. They're looking out for that kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't think many people would be watching YouTube videos if they had that on there. It seems kind of boring.
Oh yeah,
unless you just wanted phone numbers to call and harass people with.
Yeah, so I don't know. That seems like that's probably not a good idea. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I like just calling the people myself, leaving messages. That was their message. We didn't actually get anybody on the phone. Someday maybe we'll get somebody. I'm thinking about So we just called them. We don't have any anything that we just put the phone up to the microphone. That's how we record the phone right now. Hopefully we're gonna get. That's not even we're putting the phone up to headphones. Hopefully. Excuse me. We'll have to put the phone into the system there without just like holding the phone up to the microphone. What are we, idiots?
Yeah.
Man.
We can actually put this phone, hook it up with like a headphone jack into the thing. And
oh really?
Yeah.
Let's what do we got here?
And then we wouldn't have to put the.
Oh, we could use this thing. Here, this is the ocean noises. We're gonna turn it out and let's call somebody here on the.
Alright, just make sure it's on speakerphone. I think it'll work.
Is it? No, it's gone. Nope, it's not working. It's not working. Oh, there it is. It's quiet though. Very quiet. Why is it so quiet? Oh, so we're leaving another message here.
Oh, oops.
Oh, we have left a message for another James. We're just calling all the James Smiths that we can find. But
right.
That's probably good enough for that. Now, whoa, levels, right?
Whoa.
So I'm going to put the ocean back on here. And turn the ocean back on in the background. But you guys didn't notice that was gone. Uh-oh. So, this is an hour of program. An hour of programming. 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, we turn on this program, and then we call people, and we talk for an hour, and we communicate to the world. It's internationally publicized. It happens once a day. It's at 1 hour for every day. What happens is I turn on the radio, and I just start talking. And I don't stop talking for an entire hour. And I do this every day, and then you listen, and you can call in. This is a participatory show. I'm going to do this again tomorrow, and I'll put the time there, and then you guys call me on the phone number that's listed there, and then you can also be on the radio. Today we've had several guests. We had Reese on the guest. We had James Smith, the voicemail. We did that. We talked about the news. We had guests. We had a Carson as a guest. This is the first day we're here. Guest host, Carson.
We also talked a little bit about the future of I-5, the highway.
That's the news. We talked about the news. We talked about the future of television or radio internet programming, which is us. We are the future of radio internet programming. So, everybody else out there, I don't know. There's probably a lot of podcasts out there or whatever, So this is me. So I'm just gonna get on the internet and talk for an hour every day, and it's gonna accumulate, and I'm gonna get everybody will listen on the internet.
Are you sure you can do that for an hour every day?
An hour every day. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to have to talk for an hour every day. And I can't not do it, because what I do is I just, I sit down and I record, and I just start talking, and I don't stop talking. And I don't see how I could not just, we'll run out of things to say. When I run out of things to say, I'm just like, man, I don't even know what I should say right now. Like, I've been talking for so long, what could I possibly even say next? Like, that's what I'm going to say when I run out of things to say, so that means I will keep talking.
Exactly, and then you get other people to say things when you can't talk about anything else.
Yeah, and then you respond to those things. Like, that's how kind of talking works. Like, you say something, and somebody else says something that's kind of related to that, and then you respond to them like that. And then hopefully people keep talking, and it kind of goes in a spiral of communication. That's how human interaction seems to work. So we're 50 minutes into the program. We're only at 10 minutes, and then the program of episode 1 of Your Hour with me, Radio Rick Ward on the internet radio. So yeah, all you commuters out there, just put this on your listening devices, and you can listen to it on your way to work. Like, I'll tell you what's topical and what you have to look forward to in life. And you can listen to it on the way to work, or maybe on your way to school, or you could listen to it. Maybe you could show it to you could listen to it with your grandparents, because it's topical and everybody likes that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't think we've sworn too much.
Yeah, not too much swearing. So it's for the kids. Like you can play this for your baby, if your baby is bored, and
or your cat.
If your baby has nothing to listen to, and your baby is not caught up on the news, we could tell you them, and we'll tell them all they need to know, and all you need to know. You don't need, we are your media source. We are your media source. You don't need other media sources. This is 1 hour daily with me, and I talk for an hour. What happens is
He talks for an hour, basically, is what he's trying to say.
I turn on the machine, and then I just start talking. I don't stop talking until the hour is over.
He doesn't stop talking about how he's not going to stop talking for an hour.
Well, you can't stop, though.
You can't stop.
You can't stop. If you stop, then the program is over. What are people listening to? No, you guys are not listening to...
They're listening to Kenny not talking.
Listening to nothing. You're not listening to nothing. You're listening to 1 hour with me, and this is my hour. Or this is your hour. This is your hour with me. And we're almost about 55 minutes into the program. I think this program has gone well. Like, we've called several people. We've made some phone calls to Pittsburgh. We've developed some ideas for the future.
Left some voicemails.
We talked about the news. We listened to the ocean. What's going to happen next time? I'm going to get some technical upgrades. In fact, I'm just speaking right into headphones right now. I've got this pretty fancy mixer, but I've got some crappy things plugged into it. Look at this thing, man.
That is very nice.
It's a doozy. That is a doozy. So, yeah, so this is the radio show. So what happens is you guys call in, or you can just comment. If you leave me a comment, I pretty much promise to answer them, unless it gets insane. Oh, excuse me. Unless it gets insane, but then I'm gonna call. Yeah, so I'll answer all the comments. You could call me names.
Yeah, and if you know him personally, you could actually call his phone.
Yeah, you can call my phone.
You can talk to him.
You don't even know me personally, but. We've moved to side B of the tape, and because we have 5 minutes left. This is the last 5 minutes of talking.
Yeah, that's right. We're using cassettes.
Yes, we are taping onto a cassette. Even though it's on the internet, I'm using a cassette initially, and then I'm going to record it on the computer later. So this is the last 5 minutes. When the tape stopped, we did have about 4 seconds there where we were on the air, and all that happened was I was like, oh man, the tape has stopped. And then for 1 second, we're like, what should we do? And I had the option of just ending it and cutting it off without saying goodbye, but I didn't feel like that was the correct way to end a radio show, So I wanted.
You gotta have a sign off.
Yeah, I wanted to sign off. I was like, man, maybe I'll just stop. I was like, oh, it's the end. But that's just not good. So instead of that, we just have a little break. And it's not the whole hour I wanted to do, like non-stop. But there was like, I swear, like 5-second break there. So,
Yeah.
So,
and now we're playing with crab mallets, and
yeah, we're flinging around these crab mallets, but they can't even see them. But this is like a fun game. I think we'll
I'll
get
be able
some
to hear
guests
them.
in.
We're cracking them together.
I think this is a good. We have a mixer board here and like a little monitor, and it kind of feels like it's a real show, and it is a real show because we're talking. It's a real talk show.
Right. You should never for 1 second forget that.
This is
a real show.
So yeah, this is on the radio. This is what you guys are listening to. So I mean, there's not really a way to log or to listen in at this point. So if you're listening now, then you've been listening to for the whole 55 minutes most likely, unless you're skipping forward to the very end,
In which case you're a cheater.
But it's fine to cheat. You know, you can't really cheat in these days with the media and stuff. You can skip through it. The whole thing is interesting. Skip through. Just listen to chunks of it. Take some sound bites. In the future, we're gonna have some pretty wild guests on the show. We're gonna get some pretty famous people, some famous bands, rock stars.
At least they're answering machines.
Yeah, we're gonna get their answering machines, but also we're gonna talk to you. You listeners are going to call the show, and we're gonna talk to you on the radio. And if you don't have anything to say, you can call the radio show and just be like, hey, I want to be on the radio right now. I'm on the radio. Look at me. Blah 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 blah. I have nothing to say. Stuff like that. That'll fill up time for the hour. You can call. You don't need to be interesting. I want to talk to you, Miss Couch, scary fat lady who doesn't get off the couch, doesn't call anybody. You call the show. You don't have anything to say. You think you're boring. You call the show. We'll talk to you. Millions of listeners. You'll be talking about. You don't have to worry about those millions of listeners. It's intimate. Millions of listeners, but also intimate. So.
But not that intimate. I know what you're thinking, and that's a little bit weird. Quit it. But I mean that's okay.
So we have like 2 minutes, I guess. So in closing, this is day 1 of forever, of 1 hour with me. So this is an epic occasion. This is the end of episode 1 of everybody's favorite talk show program.
1 hour with me.
1 hour with me. And this is everybody's favorite talk show program. And in the future, when you guys are listening back on this, just remember where this came from. This is the humble roots of radio talk. And I know how revolutionary this is now, but think about the past. But really, it's the future. So this is it. This is the last 30 seconds of the show. I'm gonna sign off the show, and I'm gonna get back on tomorrow. So you can read all about the times that it's gonna be on tomorrow, and you can see it then. So this is me. I talk for an hour. I turn on the recording and I talk. So signing off. This is me, Radio Rick, on the radio, and
this is Carson
on the radio.
On the radio.
Carson Compost on the radio. See you later, and listen every day. Bye-bye.
Bye.